So being an Emerald Empress, like what kind of a ruler are you? Are you a benevolent ruler or a malevolent ruler?
I am the worst kind of ruler you would ever want to have. I think this is literally the most evil character I've ever voiced, for sure, but it literally rivals the most evil character I've ever seen. I don't think I can spoil it, but when you watch this movie, you will understand why. I mean, she goes from like a level of evil to like, what? She just conceives of things that no one in my universe has ever conceived of in terms of like how bad and how mean she can be. That answer your question?
I'm a little afraid now, but...
Oh my gosh.
We're all afraid. I'm glad I'm sitting over here.
I was afraid watching myself. I literally was like, oh my god, I did that. Oh my god. And then my husband was watching too. He finished the movie before I did. And he literally walked out and was like, oh, honey, your character, so bad. So mean. So mean. I was like, really? Oh no. But anyway, I hope the fans like it.
But the next time you tell them to do it short, you might snap to the faster.
I just use that voice. I just switch into that voice.
Did you read any of the source material of Justice League or any of the DC stuff when you were a kid? Did you go through much or Marvel, either one? Any comic stuff?
I grew up watching the Super Friends. That was my thing.
What was my next thing? If it wasn't the books, what did you watch like on TV?
It was the Super Friends. I mean, that was like, and I mean, I used to, when I was a little girl, I used to do the I'm older, so like I'm like, what's her name? Linda Carter. Linda Carter is my Wonder Woman.
There you go.
When my mom would yell at me, I would literally be like, oh yeah? And I would turn around and I would do the spin as if something would happen magically during that spin, and then I could like be able to talk back, but of course I couldn't talk back, so I just did the Wonder Woman spin. But between that and...
Did she ever wear the cape on the show? Because she has a cape sometimes depending on the comic or the film,
I don't
think she did.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I feel like the twirl would be less effective with the cape. It'd be like
the twirl,
it'd be all like messy.
For sure, the twirl, yeah.
Obviously, Wonder Woman's a really well-known character. Emerald Empress, though, not so much. What's it like to kind of bring her out and show fans, hey, check this out?
Oh, I'm so excited. I was literally talking to Bruce Timm saying, thank you for giving me this character, because literally, like, I didn't know about her before, but she is so powerful. I mean, like, she's so formidable. Like, the eye that she has.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea even that, like, I read the script, but until I actually saw the movie, I didn't realize how powerful the eye is. But you'll see in the movie how powerful it gets. So it's super fun. I mean, just to play any strong woman, whether it's, a good character or a bad character, like, that I feel like is important to me.
What's it like having a whole team around you? How do you feel like the relationship is there between her and the team? The rest of the Fatal Five?
I kind of feel like I'm the leader. I mean...
I think so, too.
Yeah. I had said that earlier, but then there were... Phil, who plays Mono, I was like, oh no, is he going to be offended if I say that I'm the leader? Because I don't know, maybe he thinks he's the leader. I don't know. But I'm like, well...
One of you has Empress in your title.
I think that you kind of had that cred before.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't positive, but yeah, I mean, she literally, like, and when you see her on screen, I just get such a kick out of it. I mean, she just walks in and she owns everything, and they just kind of like, follow me. But I have a special relationship with Mono, so I think that'll come out of the film. And I think that's another element to the Emerald Empress that I wasn't quite expecting, because like you're used to like baddies being, bad, but I kind of feel like, ooh, she's got a love. Was that a spoiler? I don't know. She's got a relationship. I don't know if I messed up. Anyway, she's got a relationship, and that's kind of adds some dimensionality to her.
Nice.
Yeah, when going to voice a character that's not so well known, did you maybe think of channeling any other character that you maybe portrayed before, that you've seen on TV, to kind of get that?
I think the process of creating characters is so interesting. Like, before I came into the recording session, the first recording session, I did, I did the Wikipedia, I did the Google search, and I found what I could online. But I think so much of creating the character comes in that moment, and it's for a voiceover actor. It's that first 20 minutes of like when you get to the booth and you've got Bruce Timm and your director Wes Gleason, who's amazing, and all the people, Sam and all the people on the other side of the class. And you float out what you think it's going to sound, what you think she should be, and then you get feedback, and then you adjust a little bit. That's one of my favorite parts of creating a character. So it's not just what I come with, in my head. That's my job, I feel like, as an actor, to come to the table with what I think it is. But then it's also creating. That's the creative process, going back and forth until we find just kind of like that sweet spot of where she lives. And I feel like whenever you do that, you always end up with something unique. So I know other voiceover actors I've heard like, oh, I'll use a little bit of this character, and then I'll sprinkle a little dash of this character. And I don't think I do that. If I do, I don't do it intentionally. But to me, it's that creative process that I love of co-creating the character with the people on the other side of the class.
Can you tell us if we're going to see the Emerald Empress again, or is it a one-off? Or is there room for a
we see
sequel?
her again. I don't know the answer, but oh wait, I'm thinking. I'm like, oh no, I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say. I don't know.
Do you have a favorite line?
She has so many good lines, actually. I believe I think my first line is Mono. I speak his name, and there's something about the way that I say that I really enjoy. I don't know if they probably added something to it, but that was the first line we did in the recording session. Like it's strategic too, like where you start in the script, because I didn't necessarily have to start there. Sometimes you start with a different line to kind of a line that's more reflective of the character. But in this case, we actually started with my first line, if I remember correctly, and it was this little speech that I give to Mono, and that set the tone for her so well. And she's got a lot of great singers, but.
You've done a lot of voice work, both for film and video game. How did you get into it?
Wow. 1 minute. I was.
And you have 1 minute.
I was actually an investment banker before I got into
No kidding.
voiceover,
Okay.
and I was pushed so far to the edge.
Yeah.
I made a ton of money. I worked my ass off. I worked so many hours, and there was no joy because I didn't love it. And I was really lucky. I took my big bonus and I took my savings, and I decided to pursue something that was always my dream from when I was a kid. But I had a little nest egg now, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I moved to San Francisco, and that's where I started my voiceover career.
That's where I'm from. Very cool.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. I knew. I think somebody advised me, like, don't try to start being an actor like in New York or LA, because they were like, you need to get your sea legs back. You've been banking. Like, I used to act as a kid in high school and college, but they were like, no. Because once you're seen, you're kind of seen, and like people start to know who you are. So they were like, go to a slightly smaller market. At the time, San Francisco was a lot smaller market. Now it's huge, but at the time, and they're like, get your sea legs back, and then go from there. So
You were right in the city.
yeah.
Cool.
I lived everywhere from the Mission, Cow Hollow, South of Market, Noe Valley. Yeah.
So the market's changing a lot.
Yeah, I never
Ever
thought
since Twitter moved in.
I never thought I'd leave San Francisco. I really didn't. But then the work brought me here.
Giants fan?
I have a jersey.
Okay, that's good enough. That's good. You know what? I'll leave it at there.
That's good
It's
enough.
good. Who's the jersey of?
I think somebody customized it
Okay.
for me.
Cool. There,
Even
see,
better.
That's legit.
Oh my god, but I don't even remember. That means I haven't worn
That's
it
all right.
forever.
It's legit. That's fine. That's good enough.
I think I'd be worried about giving Emerald Empress bad news about her investment portfolio.
Oh my gosh! No, thankfully, I don't. Thankfully, I'm like so far away from that world now. I'm like, it's weird. It seems like, yeah, it's very much a previous lifetime for me. But I'm so lucky that I get to play in this world now. I'm so grateful.